Numbers Don't Lie TV. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get right into this vibe. 100.
Heroes come and go,
but legends are forever.
Oh, shit! It's Kobe Bryant! Help me. Just pass me the trophies and we'll pull you out. Pass? These were Shaq's...
The truth about Kobe Bryant and the Black Boule. Darkness is so sophisticated and organized. Let's take it back to May 15th, 1904. There was a group of 9 African American men who created a secret society called the Black Boule. It's no different than your Skull&Bones, secret society, etc. Now, the Boule secret society was created in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, which is the birthplace of Kobe Bryant. So once again, these 9 men on the 15th of May, 1904, created this Black Boule secret society, which can also be known as the Greek term Sigma Pi Phi, which I will break down what Sigma Pi Phi means and how it connects to Kobe being Bryant. But quick note, all of these college fraternities, sororities, brotherhoods, and sisterhoods of today are Greek. They're also operated and funded by high-ranking Freemasons who are controlled by the Jesuits, aka the 13 families. So you have 9 men. One of the lead co-founders, Henry McKee Minton, Algernon B. Jackson, Edwin C. Howard, and Richard J. Warwick, and 5 other associates, created what we call today as the Divine Nine, a dominant Black Greek version of secret society, male fraternities, and female sororities that has grown tremendously since 1904 by the tens of thousands to the 100,000s of today. Now, these 9 men that were prohibited of joining the Skull&Bones at Yale University, by the way, represented the Talented 10. The term Talented 10 means that 1 out of 10 African American men and women would be selected by the system. The system that's set in place by the Jesuits, aka Illuminati. They're selected to protect them as the leaders of the world. They wasn't selected to guard Black America, no. They were selected to protect Lucifer, who runs the system in our society. They were selected to help the same people and the same system who enslaved them. The people and system I'm talking about is based on principalities and powers, controlled by the dominant society, by the way. The demonic families who set the standard and double standard that affects millions and millions of people all around the world. So these 9 men created the Boule secret society. The term Boule means the gatekeepers. They are the advisors to the king. They are the protectors, the guards. What some would say is the lookout for the Jesuits. According to Greek governmental history, even today, the Greek parliament has two dimensions. It has the lower house and the upper house. So the Boule lower house are the protectors of the upper house. So then the Boule Black Secret Society, the 9 Black Secret Society brotherhoods and sisterhoods are assigned and selected by the system to protect the system. The Boule Secret Society are the oldest charted Black fraternity on Earth. They have over 126 chapters and over 5,000 members in the US, throughout the Caribbean and throughout England. So the Boules are the gatekeepers. Now, when we examine the Knights of the Round Table, you have 9 families out of the 13 families that control 99% of the world's wealth. We're talking about the Astor bloodline, the Bundy bloodline, the Collins bloodline, the DuPont bloodline, the Freeman bloodline, the Kennedy bloodline, the Lee bloodline, the Onassis bloodline, of course, the Rockefeller bloodline, the Russell bloodline, the Van Dunn or Van Dyke bloodline, the Merovingian bloodline, and the Rothschilds, of course. And to be totally honest, there's like 3 more families along with these 13 families that play their role in helping operate and control 99% of the world's wealth. The Warburgs, the Vanderbilts. Also, organizations like the Council on Foreign Relations, the Club of Rome, and the Committee of 300 are all operated through those families. The main 3 families are the Rothschilds, the Oppenheimers, and the Warburgs. So these 9 knights are assigned a Boule secret society. They are assigned to one of the 9 Boule secret societies, and each of the divine 9 Black Greek lettered secret societies are designated by the system, aka the families. The Jesuits, to protect the system once again that they set in place for us to follow. So what are the divine 9? Well, you have the Delta Sigma, you have Omega Psi Phi, you have Sigma Gamma Rho, you have Zeta Phi Beta, you have Alpha Phi Alpha, you have Lambda Phi Theta, you have Kappa Alpha Psi, Alpha Kappa Alpha, and you have Phi Beta Sigma. And all these fraternities and sororities have the same hand gestures, symbolisms, colors, and codes of conduct as the Freemasons and gang culture, as well as the Freemasons and gang cultures. They all go together. They're all the same. Fraternities, sororities, and gangs are all related through Freemason influence. The same people control them all, which is the system, aka, once again, the Jesuits. So these 9 black Greek-lettered secret societies were started with Rockefeller money in 1904. Now, at that same time, they were segregated from joining other secret societies, but was still funded by the system to begin the Black Illuminati secret society. Now, their responsibility is to protect the knights at the round table established before them, while staying on code with the laws that was taught to them by their masters, which is, once again, the Jesuits. Now, family, the Black Boule don't own the table. They're just protectors of the table. They don't own the crab barrel system either. They're just the overseers of the crab barrel system. Everybody, by the way, is a part of this crab barrel system. The demonic system affects every ethnic group or race in a negative way, family, just to be honest. So blacks may be the worst treated because they're the chosen people, but everybody suffers from the same system overall. Blacks all over the world are treated much worse than other groups by this crab barrel demonic system that affects everyone. They meaning the Jesuits and their puppets just use race to keep everyone divided and separated. Most people don't even realize it, by the way. They fall for it, and that's why I say everybody's manipulated or tricked by this demonic system. They keep us separated, though, through religion, race, money, politics, etc. Manipulation tactics at its best. All of your African American colleges and universities in this country are filled with boules. 75% of our black attorneys in this country are boule. 85% of our accountants are boule. 75% of our male and female doctors are boules. And by the way, we're talking black doctors. We're talking black accountants. So they are educated not to benefit Black America or the Black diaspora. They are designed to protect the demonic system. I'm not talking about white people or anyone non-white. This particular statement is referring to the Black Boules. They are designated and selected by the powers that be to protect what they created, which is the demonic system. Basically, they are the advisors, ladies and gentlemen. Now, those who are in the crab barrel, regardless of race or ethnicity, if they were to come out, they would be chosen to come out to join the demonic Lucifer system as well. Each race and or ethnicity has its own level of masonry influence. Now, who are some notable Black boules? Well, you got Michael Jordan, for instance. He's a boule. Barack Obama is a boule. Reverend Al Sharpton is a boule. Jesse Jackson is a boule. Martin Luther King and his father was a boule. Beyonce and Jay-Z are boules. Oprah is a boule as well. The minister Louis Farrakhan is a boule. That's why he can talk the way he talked for so many decades and don't nothing happen to him, because he's controlled opposition, a puppet for the system, the demonic system. Kobe Bryant was a boule as well as LeBron James. The tattoo on LeBron's chest is the logo or insignia of the Boule. As you can see, this logo shows a beast that's half a man, half a woman. That half a man, half a woman represents the transgender agenda. That half a man, half a woman, the beast, represents the transgender agenda, or the agenda of the sexual orientation system of the Boule. It also has its right hand on what they will call an urn, URN, in which they keep the ashes of dead people. It's real deep, family. It's really deep. So now that we know who are some of the Boule members are and what and who they're down with, let's break down and decode how they scripted his whole career, Kobe Bryant we're talking about, since he was born, and how they ultimately sacrificed his life. Now, the term Sigma Pi Phi, family, for the Boule. Sigma is the 18th letter of the Greek alphabet. It's also the 18th star in the constellation. Sigma means to summon or to conjure up a spirit. Pi, P-I, is the 16th letter in the Greek alphabet. Pi is also the 16th star in the constellation. It means hypnotic solution or osmotic pressure. And Phi is the 21st letter of the Greek alphabet. Phi means a plane, not just a dimensionality or a degree, but a plane. Like Kobe Bryant in a plane. So Sigma Pi Phi means to conjure up a spirit through hypnotic solutions to enter a plane. Darkness is very sophisticated and organized. The truth about Kobe Bryant and the Black Boule. Now, Kobe was born on August 23rd, 1978 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the hometown of the Boule Secret Society, which was started on May 15th in 1904. Now, it was January 25th, 2020, the day before Kobe Bryant's death. One Boule passes another Boule, with LeBron James passing Kobe Bryant for third, which is, here goes that 3, right, on the NBA all-time scoring list. So Kobe, by the way, retired with over 33,000, here goes the other 2 threes, points. 33,000 points all time in his career. Like the 33 degrees in the Masonic order. And at that time, LeBron James also had 33,000 points in his career, like the 33 degrees within the Masonic order. And when this happened, it was no coincidence either, ladies and gentlemen. There's no coincidence or random acts of events when you're dealing with these demonic secret societies. Now, his parents, Joe Bryant, actually played for his hometown's Philadelphia 76ers in the mid 70s to like the late 70s. Now, the 76ers logo has 13 stars, the first 13 degrees within the Masonic order. On the back of the dollar bill, the pyramid has 13 levels of bricks, all the way up to the all-seeing eye. 13 degrees, 13 stars, you know, like 76ers, like 7 + 6 = 13, 13 stripes on the flag. Kobe's helicopter number and name, Sikorsky S-76. Once again, no coincidence, family, S-76. His family moved to Italy in 1984 when Kobe turned 6. His family returned to the divided states of America, by the way, in 1991 when Kobe was 13. Everything is executed by numerology, family. Everything is executed by numerology. Because of Kobe Bryant's upbringing, he's not emotionally close to his family. Most people who are or was fans would know that. His father didn't only play for the 76ers, but he played overseas as well in Italy, France, etc. So his father was always gone and his mother was working. So Kobe was suffering from proximal abandonment. That's when the parents are physically present but are unable to emotionally connect, support, and bond with that particular child. Now, the helicopter they said Kobe died in, the Sikorsky helicopter, was created by a Russian by the name of Igor Sikorsky. He was born on May 25th, 1889, and he died October 26, 1972. Now, Igor Sikorsky, his bloodline goes back to the 1600s, to the court of Peter the Great. In the book called Freemasonry and the Occult of the Court of Peter the Great, this was written by a guy by the name of Robert Collis, Collis. And I'm giving y'all the receipts so you can look all this stuff up yourself. He talks about the Russian Masonic occult court, which goes back through the bloodline of Igor Sikorsky, all the way back to Peter the Great in the 1600s. As you can see that he has his right hand in his jacket pocket, which represents Masonic symbolism. Anytime in history, no matter how many hundreds of years you go back, if the woman or man have their left or right hand in their pocket in a picture or in a painting, that will mean that they are a highly ranking individual in their particular demonic brotherhood society. Also, in this particular picture of a younger Igor Sikorsky, you can see that not only is his hand in his pocket, but the thumb and the pinky is sticking out. That represents the horn of Lucifer.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So the Sikorsky bloodline is rooted in Russian Freemasonry and Russian occultism and Russian Satanism. Now back to Kobe. Now Kobe Bryant enters high school from 1992 to 1996, and he chooses to go to a school called Lower Merion High School. The term Merion is an occultic term meaning to be discombobulated. It means to be connected to the dark arts. Now, I don't know if Kobe knew this or not, but that's what it means. That is what it means. He also wore the number 33, like the 33-degree Mason, like the name Kobe equaling 33. Okay? Now, if someone was to ask me if I thought this was a coincidence, my answer would be no. Now, Kobe Bryant was also drafted in 1996 as the what? 13th pick. The first 13 degrees to the Masonic order. So the term Merion, Lower Merion, is a occultic return in this book called The Word, a monthly magazine called Devoted to Philosophy and Science, Volume 20, edited by Harold W. Percival. Percival, Percival. On page 302 of the magazine or book, whatever you want to call it, Devoted to Philosophy and Science, reveals the word Marian, like Lord Marian. Now, Marian was a demon who buried a female in a stone, which they call granity. Now, tell me why Kobe Bryant created a studio called Granity Studios in the year 2013. The number 13 again, family. By the way, his daughter was 13 as well when she passed away. His daughter Gigi, who was on the plane with him. There was also another young child who was on the plane with Kobe and Gigi, and she was 13 also. So there was two 13-year-olds, basically, which when the main area code in California is 213. This is crazy. Now, later in the year 2000, Kobe meets a young lady by the name of Vanessa Lane, Laine, whose real name is Vanessa Urbeta Cornejo. Cornejo is spelled Cornejo. So now it could be Cornejo too as well, Cornejo. So that may be the better way to pronounce that. So I'm just saying both saying it both ways. Now, Vanessa Urbeta Cornejo, who's only 17 years old at the time, his parents, Kobe's parents, was upset with Kobe because he doesn't know this young lady. Also, he wants to marry a woman who wasn't African American. So his parents didn't really approve or bless his decision. Now, Vanessa's family is heavily involved in a religion called Santeria. Now, Santeria is a witchcraft religion that's a combination of like voodoo and taboo, like a spiritual demonic connection type religion. So the Urbeta Cornejo family is heavily involved in witchcraft. The key question is, did Kobe Bryant know this or not? If I had to take a guess, my answer would be no. But see, Kobe wasn't dumb. He was a very intelligent individual. He was fluent in, of course, English, but he was majorly fluent in Italian and Spanish, speaking Italian and Spanish. So let's tap into what and why the darkness is so sophisticated and organized. Now, about a year before Kobe died, he started writing books. One of them was called Epoca. Now, if you take that word and spell it backwards, it reveals a high-level female secret society out of Spain. The bloodline of his wife goes back to Spain. The bloodline of Vanessa Bryant goes back to a woman who was the creator of the Occult, which is Epoca, spelled backwards, one of Kobe's books. Her name is Concepcion Arenal. Arenal is spelled Arenal. And as you can see, if you type this in a computer, you can see that her left hand is in her pocket as well, family, which means she was a high-level Masonic broom rider, within the secret society in the Occult religion. The question is, did Kobe know this? I mean, he did marry one. He did live in Italy, Spain. He traveled to Germany, China, the Philippines, in all of these years on behalf of Nike, by the way, who 50% of their sales per year come from black people alone. 50% of the sales come from a people who don't know who they are. See, as black people, we know what we are, but we don't know who we are. We actually support the same organizations, institutions, and companies who help enslave us mentally, spiritually, financially, and of course physically as well. Now back to Kobe. Now Kobe's first NBA jersey number was 8, number 8, which represents the double helix, the Oris Boris, a serpent in the form of the number 8. He changes his number to the number 24. There's 24 letters in the Greek alphabet. See, family, most gangs, sororities, fraternities, religions, brotherhoods, and organizations of today are built under Greek influence and Greek philosophy. And what's even more crazy is most of its participants is ignorant to that fact. Whether it's a supporter or active member, they are all controlled and conditioned under Masonry. That Masonry is controlled by the 13 families. Check out this logo for the Mamba Academy. It has the capital M, and around this capital M, it has a snake chewing its own tail or drinking its own venom, which is representing Oris Boris as well, family. Kobe was into the dark arts, which is no surprise to me because Kobe Bryant, along with a lot of other high-level athletes, careers are scripted. And that's why I say darkness is so sophisticated and organized. Now, the Mamba Sports Foundation was changed by Vanessa Bryant to the Mamacita Sports Foundation. Mamba equals serpent. Cita, which means caught in the act. So the Black Mamba, meaning Kobe, was caught in the act. Caught in the act, like in 2003, the case with the young lady from Colorado. Yeah, he was caught in the act. See, family, nothing is done by mistake. Nothing is done by accident. Speaking of Mamacita Sports, the forever clever Vanessa Bryant recently took this picture and posted it on her Instagram page on May 6th of this year. Now, if you look at the scoreboard behind them, it reads 3-3, as in 33rd degree Freemasonry. You know, like 333, like 4-1. So you got 333, fallen angels, right? And 41 represents Kobe's age when he fell from the sky. Once again, nothing is done by mistake. Kobe equals 33, just like his high school jersey number at Lower Merion, right? He retired with over 33,000 points as well. Just like the 33 degrees to the Masonic Order. Now, he died at 41, so let's tap into this 41 real quick. Now, when you type in the number 24, in the Gematria calculator, it equals 41. You type in Kobe Bryant's name, it equals 41 as well in reduction. Kobe's last game of his career, he walked off the court with 4.1 seconds left on the clock. Basically in a subliminal way saying, I'm leaving the world stage at 41 years old. Now, in that same year Kobe died, the Los Angeles Lakers just so happened, right, to win the championship, right? What a coincidence, right? With the date numerology, they won the championship on 10/11/2020. Like 10, 11, 20. 10 plus 11 plus 20 equals 41, family. These guys' careers are scripted from birth. Also, Kobe wore the number 24, and Kobe also equals 24. His former teammate, Ryan Kelly, played a game in Japan just hours before Kobe's death. Kelly scored 24 points in 24 minutes and 24 seconds. In that game, right? This is much more scripted than you think. These rituals and even these blood sacrifices, they all connect with not just in one city. The rituals actually extend to other countries at around the same time, back to back. And also, by the way, Ryan Kelly was the last player to check in the game for Kobe as Kobe walks off the court while getting a standing ovation. To continue with Ryan Kelly driving to the basket on a few plays later on the defender Trey Lyles, who has the jersey number what? 41. Even The Simpsons predicted Kobe's assassination or blood sacrifice, as well as the Nike commercial featuring Kanye West, showing complete mockery to the ritual. Also, the number 8, which is Kobe's first pro jersey number, equals 81. Like the numbers he scored, check this out, in his 666 career game against the Raptors. Like 666. Like his 666 workout that Kobe had. Kobe knew what he was into. He actually scored 81 points in 42 minutes, right? Just like Lakers equals 42 in Gematria. The number 42 is always connected to black people in Gematria. Now, Kobe scored 81 points against Toronto, right? And the Lakers scored 122 total points in that game. 122 take away 81. If you take away the 81 points Kobe scored in that game from the 122 that the Lakers scored in total points in that game, means that his teammates scored the remaining 41 points, like the age Kobe died at once again, which was 41 years old. So there's another correlation with the number 41 once again. So this is not no stuff nobody's making up. This is some real stuff, you know. Numerology is definitely real in our society. People just don't pay attention to it. His wife, Vanessa Bryant, also had 4 kids by Kobe, and she lost one. 41 again. This was one big ritual. This is one big scripted ritual. Lastly, check out this clip from a show called Betty in the year 2000 featuring Kobe Bryant.
And the Knicks are just destroying the Lakers 126-75. No word yet on how long Kobe Bryant will be out with that dislocated pinky. But the Lakers can sure use him tonight.
As you just heard the announcer say that the Knicks was beating the Lakers with the score of 126-75. when Kobe died on 126. And the name Kobe equals 75, right? In gematria. That's not a coincidence, family. But we're not even done. Check this out.
What about the time she ran over Andy Griffith with a shopping cart?
Well, we play Portland next week. Maybe she'd like to meet them.
Consider it done.
Kobe said, well, we play Portland next week. Tell me why, after LeBron James just so happened to pass Kobe in scoring in Philadelphia, Kobe's hometown, then Kobe dies the next day. The Lakers were supposed to play the Clippers on the next game after Kobe died, which was maybe on the 28th of January that year. But they end up canceling that game. So guess who the Lakers played the next game after that, though, family? The Portland Trail Blazers, who also equals 126. The Lakers lost that game, by the way, when they played the Blazers, and the score came out to 127 to 119. Now, if you take away 119 from 127, what do you get? The number 8. Just like Kobe jersey number at that time when he did that cameo. The numbers don't lie, family. At this point, I believe I've shown enough proof to convince you that this was a blood sacrifice ritual. And to be honest, there's so much more info I got on the truth about Kobe Bryant and the Boule. Darkness is so sophisticated and organized. I left out so many facts about people, places, and things because it's that deep. I'll have to make another video in the future to speak on those individuals. But there's many more people that played a role and had their hands in the ritual that I believe to be extremely sick and unfortunate. I'll keep challenging you all to think for yourselves, especially from an objective perspective. You got to get to a point where you got to stop letting the dominant society make decisions for us all. I hope you all have learned something today. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next vibe. 100.